A very good evening to one and all.
Good evening, everyone.
Sat Sri Akal, sir.
Sikar.
All good, sir?
Very good.
Sir, all well before it goes into the well?
Always. Stolen my dialogue.
Yes, of course, sir. Learning from you. Okay, so before, without wasting any time at all, because this is going to be kind of a rapid fire round, about 10 to 15 minutes, 5 to 7 questions, we are going to keep it very quick. Sir, starting the journey of today's session, let's start from your publishing company. What do you think is the biggest myth in minds of the people towards a publishing company?
The biggest myth, according to me and according to you, would be the publishers make real good money. And we laugh all the way to the bank. We do go to the bank, but the only person laughing at us is the manager. He says, "Aage can't publisher, you know." I have a screenshot with me. If Amazon sells a book for 395 rupees, we get paid 5 rupees 93 paise. So you can very well imagine the authors think, which they rightly have every right to think, that their books are selling like hotcakes. They do sell, but the end result is Amazon gets to make all the money. That is there. Another major factor that people think about publishers are they're not easily approachable. It's a fact to a certain extent. That was one of the reasons that led to the birth of Frontier Publishing. I had a couple of people who had very bad experiences in Delhi. They went to a couple of big publishers and they said after coming down, the first thing we were looking for was the nearest dustbin where we could throw our manuscript in. I mean, if you want to get a book published, you give me the manuscript. If I don't like it, there's a way of saying it, you know, but not to demean anybody. So I guess the biggest myth is that publishers are rich people, which I am not, and I hope I get that book. Maybe next book of General Tiny Dillon, if I publish, maybe I'll become the next big publisher.
Thank you so much for that. Sir, what sort of content do you think is missing in the books these days?
Well, we are now we are totally ignoring the children. That is where things are going wrong. You know, we all have grown up on Annette Britton's, on Hardy Boys, Nancy Drews, Alfred Hitchcock. Then we had the famous five and the whole lot. You know, that particular audience is being totally ignored. We have everything for everybody, but I guess there needs to be more work that needs to be done, especially for children's literature.
Thank you so much for that, sir. So coming to your journey as an RJ. So in this field of radio, what was that trigger point that जिथों तुसी शुरुआत की थी कि yes, I want to go into this field?
That happened the day I was turned out of All India Radio. I had gone to All India Radio and they stopped me at the gate. They said, "Sir, क्या काम है?" I said, "Well, I have to go there. I have to play English music and I'll talk in English, Hindi and Punjabi." They turned me out. They said, "नहीं जाओ कोई नहीं इतने नहीं होना." And the same station gives me an award for giving them business of 25 lakhs after 2 years, you know. So that was something that was very, very motivating. That was something that, and that was when I coined a one-liner, you know, always dream an impossible dream to make your dream possible. At that time, it was an impossible dream for me to go on air. But later on, we started Radio Buzz along with my mentor and dear friend Charanjit, and we did reasonably well. And now we are running a full-fledged station in Chandigarh, 90.8 Capital FM.
Of course, I was coming to that. So 90.8 Capital FM. What drives Capital FM 90.8?
You all drive it. I don't do anything. I just curate the music, just put nice music on air, and you guys tune in. We are doing good. If you guys don't tune in, because I personally believe that you have the power of the finger. This is the right finger I'm showing you. So this is the finger. You have the power to switch the channels. So any RJ or any radio station owner should ensure that you don't get to use your finger to change the station. So as far as I know, we've been reasonably successful in getting your attention, and I guess with more of love coming in, station would do well.
As we all know, Hardeep sir always avoids taking credit of things that he does. अद्धी रात ਨੂੰ 1 ਵਜੇ 1:30 ਵਜੇ 2 ਵਜੇ ਵੀ ਜੇ ਸਰ ਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਲੇਟੈਸਟ Song ਜਾਂ ਪੁਰਾਣਾ Song ਜਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਇੰਟਰਸਟਿੰਗ Song ਭੇਜ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਜਾਵੇ ਤਾਂ he is always up and he is always considering the messages, either feedback, either suggestion or any good thing that is shared with him. So I believe that is what is driving Capital 90.8 FM and a lot of other things that he's doing. So I think we should really appreciate the spirit with which Sir, there are a lot of RJs around. I would say most of the RJs around जिन्होंने थोड़े तो ਸਿੱਖਿਆ ਐਂਡ ਅੱਜ ਇੱਕ ਮੁਕਾਮ ਤੇ ਪਹੁੰਚੇ ਹੋਏ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ still there is always room for improvement. What do you think RJs need to improve upon in this field?
Well, I just taught them the tricks of the trade. It is their hard work. It is their luck that whatever they have achieved, it's just because of their own hard work. I just taught them whatever little I knew, and they've done reasonably well, you know. And some of them are big stars, and it's lovely to see. But the sad part is they are doing everything that I told them not to do. The radio stations are creating content which is not suitable to be heard in a family environment or where young children are going with you in the car. So the stations need to think. There is a lot of things, there is a sense of social responsibility. For example, ours is a very small station, it's a community radio station. There is a very beautiful song, all of you would be knowing, Another Brick in the Wall by Pink Floyd, where he says we don't need no education, no thought control and all that. All dark sarcasm in the classroom. So on one side we are telling children to go and study, read and stuff like that. On the other side we are playing that song. So I made it a point to ensure that that song does not go on air. And till date it has not gone on air. So that is the kind of social responsibility without being checked. Nobody is going to question me when I put that song. Every song that we put in is personally checked. I hear it. If there is any lyrics that is not suitable for the overall audience, we don't let it go. So I guess the RJs need to improve a little bit as far as the content is concerned.
Amazing, sir. Sir, any one thing that you would like to request or suggest or ask the people sitting over here, what should their feedback be for the content played on radio so that radio channels can also improve accordingly?
So you all are listeners, you don't listen to only my station, you listen to other stations also. So you tell us what exactly you want to listen, so maybe we can incorporate. The big guys might not be able to, so I am one of the small fish on the big pond, so maybe I'll be able to do that. So any suggestions coming from my side? You all are our listeners.
Any quick suggestion?
Maybe a few nuggets or anecdotes regarding the singers or maybe the backstory of the song.
Okay, that's very nice. I do that in my show. So yeah, so I tell my other artists also to incorporate that. Yeah. Yes, sir.
I would suggest if you can include something on the climate change part.
Yeah.
I think your channel is suitable for that.
Yeah, we would like to have you and do an interview with you on regarding that. We are doing something on mental health. There's a new show that we are starting. It's going to go on air sometime next week, and things like climate change, environment and all that. So we are trying to level best whatever we can do, and we will do.
Amazing. I think we leave the rest for later on so that networking session के दौरान हो रही हो जिन्हें लेना share कर दिया जाए. For the time being, sir, one last question, not question, maybe a request to you.
Yeah.
Generally, when you meet people, you are not really an outgoing person के openly जाके किसी लोगों को बहुत ज़्यादा आप मिलोगे या बहुत ज़्यादा मिलोगे, बहुत ज़्यादा मजाक करोगे. जिन्हें closely तुम जानते हैं, उन्होंने पता है थोड़ा, but जिन्हें नहीं closely जानते, you are a very serious kind of a person. Being an RJ and जरूर किसी mic पे जाने हो या radio पे जाने हो, you are totally different. So आज live क्यों ना RJ वाला रूप दिखाया जाए तो कुछ as a radio jockey कुछ बोला जाए mic पे.
नहीं कुछ नहीं, I can just one of the singers that we are, one of the promos that is running there, so I can just speak out that one line.
Amazing, sure.
Broadcasting from the city of the open hand, this is 90.8 Capital FM.